I'm sitting here with one of Sun Microsystems' luminaries, Bob Brewin, Distinguished Engineer, Vice President, and CTO of Sun Software Organization.
How you doing? Good to see you again.
Good to see you too. So, JavaOne 2008.
Oh, amazing. It's exciting. It's one of the best JavaOnes that I've been to in years. It's been so exciting that you can see you can feel the vibe. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, getting to even the show floor, it feels like it's
just so much energy, right? And its energy's here. It's out in the sessions. I don't know. You've probably been to a few yourself. You go into the general sessions. It's electric. It's pretty cool.
Well, and I think a lot of that, excitement is really being driven by the major key themes that yourself, Rich Green, others have been delivering throughout the conference. So, why don't we talk a little bit about the keynote that you gave and some of the key takeaways from that?
So, I mean, if I were to capture it, I think there's three, right? So, and I'm sure you'll probably give me on a couple others, but at least one would be Java itself with the evolution of the consumer JRE, i.e. Update 10, which provides that runtime which is designed for the consumer experience. So fast download times, better installation, the ability to go ahead and take applications out of the browser, which completely changes the deployment model. I mean, it breaks walls down that people have seen for a long time.
Right, and I think that's a big one.
Oh, that's huge.
Tearing that out.
You know what the funny thing is that people see that it's like, it takes a while for it to hit and say, wait a minute, that's significant, that's revolutionary. I mean, that's not evolutionary, that's revolutionary, because all of a sudden it completely changes. This whole model which you have for building applications, deploying applications to consumers, because now you can actually break free of that environment and start putting that application everywhere. And I gave an example to somebody the other day. It's like, I'm sitting in an airport and I'm playing Sudoku on a browser. It's like, darn, I wish I could take that with me when I hop on the plane. Well, now you can, right? I just drag it off and now it's running. And it's running on the VM that's already on my system. Totally cool.
I mean, one of the big concerns in kind of the web economy is how do you create pages that are sticky enough that you can keep the brand, reinforce it with people.
Right.
If they could tear it right out of the page and it's always hitting them on their desktop, I mean, what a huge opportunity for content creators original IP.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. And you touched on 2 points. So content creators, which of course leads us to the JavaFX discussion.
Yes.
Number 2 is the Project Insight, which Rich Green and Jonathan Schwartz talked about, which is, so I'm an author and I create something. Now I will be able to have my applications and connect to my customers, the people that I'm deploying my application to, and I can get the telemetry to understand what they're using, where they're using, and if I'm so inclined, maybe I can I can actually reach out to them and provide services to them that I wouldn't otherwise do.
I mean, it really is changing the rules for how we're going to use the web economy moving forward.
Absolutely.
Right? And then the third piece, which we kind of brushed past,
just right by it,
is JavaFX, which seems to be one of the big discussions of the show this year.
Right, and I've been a huge supporter and advocate of JavaFX from before last year when we first announced it and we described the vision. This year, people are seeing on stage and seeing in the booths. If you walk down there, the vision realized, because they're seeing real applications that are using audio, video, animation, 2D and 3D in compelling and useful ways, and specifically, again, designed for consumers.
Amazing, and then of course wrapping around all of that is Project Hydrazine, which it kind of uses all of the Java platform from server to client to create an ecosystem that moves across any device.
It does. I mean, one of the principles behind Hydrazine is one of the ways I look at it is it's a vehicle actually to deliver the thing which is of true value, which is the services that sit on top of it. We're using Java underneath, we're using a lot of the infrastructure to sort of build this deployment platform, but it's really the services that provide. So again, Insight, the services that allow the connected developer to actually connect with the cloud and then propagate their services and applications to their customers. And I think that's the value of it. Yeah, sure, there's an implementation detail in terms of, well, we're building this cloud, we're building an infrastructure, but the important thing is actually the services that are on top of it. And I think that's where that revolutionary capability has come through that nobody really has.
All right, and you tied it right back to really the theme this year of Java and You, which is technology sitting idle, doing nothing, doesn't serve any purpose.
Any manifestation of Java plus You, there it is, and those three things we talked about.
Absolutely. Well, Bob, thank you so much for taking time today.
Looking forward to seeing you again.
Good to see you.
Okay, thanks, bye.
And that wraps it up for this interview. Stay tuned because we have more coming.